Hi, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. I hope, fingers crossed, that you're doing well. And let's talk about an opinion, a thought, a perspective that has been generating some discussion on music Twitter as of late. Quick, let me give a shout out to our good sponsor, people over at The Ridge, still making these awesome, nifty, sleek, minimalist, metal-plated wallets that fit nicely in that right in the front pocket. Hit up that promo code MELON. Well, hit up the link. Use the promo code MELON. 10% off the order. All you got to know. All right, here's that opinion. Boo. So from Hip Hop Numbers, who, an account I follow and mess with. So some good stuff on there. We have no pure rap album has ever won Album of the Year at the Grammys, not once. 18 nominations, 0 wins. Only 2 hip-hop albums have ever won. Lauryn Hill, Miseducation, excellent record. Outkast, Speakerboxxx Love Below. Their best? No, but one of their best? Sure. Hip-hop only seems to win when it's mixed with other genres. It is rare that a hip-hop album does win Album of the Year. That's true. But, what exactly qualifies as a pure hip-hop album necessarily? I mean, I think Miseducation and Speakerboxxx and Love Below, yeah, they do have a diversity of influences flowing throughout them, but I mean, by hip-hop standards, I wouldn't call them unpure or less than. I mean, I guess if like the purity standard for hip-hop is like supreme clientele, beats, bars, and just like never-ending rhymes, like just loads of charisma, Ghostface Killah at the peak of his career creatively. I mean, there is certainly like a purity to that, but I mean, I think that sound and that style defines a very narrow section and era of hip-hop overall, a good style in which many classic records exist, but there's so much more to the genre than that, So at this point, like, what exactly defines an unpure rap album, especially since like the beginnings of hip hop was based on the incorporation and the fusion of so many different styles of music together to begin with, be it funk or electro or disco. And of course, let's not forget jazz. And many of the artists today who are at the top of the genre creatively continue to explore different genre fusions and mixes and styles. I mean, look at Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly, for example. Like, you're telling me that's maybe an unpure hip hop album because there's so much jazz all over it? So personally, no, I don't think I buy into this, narrative that a hip hop album is more or less pure by virtue of what genres go into it. Certainly a hip hop artist can be less authentic than another one, and a hip hop artist can be more widely appealing and more disconnected generally from the culture than another one, as we sort of saw in the instance of a Macklemore winning over Kendrick, the year Good Kid, Mad City was up for a nomination. But look, I think I've made my point in terms of like the unpure hip hop album being a little bit of a facade, at least if we're talking about it in terms of like the genres going into it, because hip hop has always contained numerous genres within it. That's part of the magic of the style. And weirdly, does this comment not also imply that hip hop becomes less pure as it embraces maybe more catchiness, more melody? Even some of the most famous and influential groups in the genre have been rocking melodic flows for decades, Bone Thugs and Harmony. I don't know anybody who would call Bone Thugs like less pure in terms of hip hop standards. Again, to kind of wrap this thing up, I wouldn't say I personally buy into the whole pure hip hop thing. I think there's a lot of ways to approach and create a hip hop album that is creative, fresh, cool, contributes to the culture. I don't think it has to happen just one way. I don't think there is a pure hip hop standard per se. Keep in mind, this is just some white guy's opinions, so take that with a grain of salt. I mean, I will tell you from my own, 30-something-year-old experience, the nominations and the artists that are chosen and are platformed are a lot better than they were in the 2000s, in my opinion. In some cases, in some categories, it depends. Maybe I'm just a see the glass half full kind of guy, and maybe that's why I feel that way. And reminder, over the course of this time, which we may see a shift of some sort, don't take the Grammys too seriously. It's just like a popularity contest, and ultimately, like, things like fans and artistry are heard, seen, and decided on in the trenches of fandom and love and streaming and engagement. They are not made and they are not broken on that Grammy stage, that's for sure. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. Over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, music, Grammys, forever.